The defense claimed that Sabina was a secondary sufferer of, say it one more time.
Folie à deux. Folie à deux.
Folie à deux. Deux. I can't do it.
Yes, you can. Well, I'll do it. Just pause and I'll go, Folie à deux. You can do it. That's why I let you keep it, because I was like, I'm pretty sure she's the one that said this last time.
No.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. Say it one more time.
You want me to say it again?
Yeah.
Oh, Folie à deux.
Folie à deux.
It's not there. It's it's hold on, I can't read. It's like adieu, like dia, like dia. Yeah, Folie à deux. Adieu. That's fine. That worked better than dirt. Greetings, strangers. I'm Britt.
And I'm D. That's how you gonna do yours for real? Oh.
Yeah, what's wrong with it?
Nothing.
If you don't know, hey, hello. How the heck are ya? I'm Britt.
That's better. And I'm D.
And welcome to another episode of
It's a Strange World After All.
The podcast where we discuss true crime cases, the supernatural, urban legends, conspiracy theories, and all of the things that keep the world strange. We totally forgot to mention in last week's episode, but our podcast episode with the Music Impulse podcast has been out since like October 31st. So you should give it a listen.
Please go listen.
Please. But we did post it. We posted it in our story a couple of times. Put the word out, but we did want to remind you to do that. I suggest, especially if you're a fan of the show, which I hope so.
I would hope so.
That's why you're here. You just get to see us, in a different light, in a more conversational, get to know us a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just want to put this out there. I really don't hate old people. Before y'all listen, I really don't. It's just like a good 4 or 5 of them that I don't like. I don't hate old people. In today's episode, we discuss Ursula and Sabina Eriksson, Swedish twin sisters who came to national attention in the UK in May 2008.
Sabina and Ursula Eriksson are identical twins that were born in Sweden on November 3rd, 1967. On May 16th, 2008, Ursula visited Sabina and they secretly departed Sabina's home. Traveling by ferry, they arrived in Liverpool, England at 8:30 a.m. and went to St. Anne Street Police Station. They went there to report concerns over the safety of Sabina's children. Do we know what that was about, or what safety concerns they reported?
I believe it was either, I don't know if they were married or not, but it had something to do with abuse, I believe.
Oh, okay, from their spouse.
Like the man, yeah. But I don't know if they were married or not. At around 11:30 a.m. that morning, the two boarded a National Express coach headed to London. The twins abruptly got off the bus at Kiel Services because they weren't feeling well. However, the bus driver says he put them off the bus because of their erratic behavior. He noticed the twins clinging to their bags and wouldn't let them reboard because they refused to let him search their bags for illegal items. Sir, you are a bus driver. I don't think I would have let him search my bags either. Like, call the police.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess because what? At first I was like, they should have just well, I don't know. Because what illegal items are you looking for? Are you insinuating that they have weapons, or are you insinuating that they have drugs? 'Cause if I have drugs, what's it to you?
Exactly. I'm thinking drugs because of their behavior. Maybe he thought they were high or whatever, but still, you're not about to. If I'm high, oh well, you're not about to check my bags.
Maybe he was like, he didn't want them selling drugs on his bus. Like he was like, y'all not gonna come on this bus, on my bus, selling drugs.
I just wouldn't care enough.
As the bus driver,
yeah,
I wouldn't either.
Like, if they're acting weird, call the police.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't let them back on the bus, but I wouldn't go as far as to try to search their stuff.
Right.
I would just like call the police.
We're also used to the city bus, so like we're used to people being on drugs or acting strange or getting in fights.
That is very true.
Yeah,
because I have some stories.
The manager of the service station also felt they were acting suspicious, so she called the police.
There you go.
I knew you were about to say. When the officers arrived, they talked to the twins, but they let them go, saying the women seemed harmless. After this, Sabina and Ursula were spotted on CCTV cameras walking down the median of the M6 highway. Off topic, a little off topic. Have you ever seen Bowfinger with Eddie Murphy and Steve Martin?
I've seen it, but I just remember bits and pieces of it.
That's what that makes me think of. This I guess this is for my mom because I know she's seen it. When he has to run across run across traffic and he's like what was he
It didn't hit me until you said it.
Like chanting something. Like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That is the funniest.
I'm gonna have to watch that again because I saw it a long time ago, and it was one of those movies that I haven't watched again, but it was stupid.
Funny. It
funny.
Is so funny. Yeah. But that's what that made me think of.
Now I'm gonna watch it again.
Oh, and why, my God, should we have been more shocked? Oh, I mean, it is crazy. I couldn't be shocked because I automatically thought about that movie, but it is shocking.
Yeah, especially if you see the video. While on the highway, Sabina was struck by a red sedan. Highway agency officers responded to the incident, and police from the Central Motorway Police Group were called to assist. Police were accompanied by a television crew who happened to be filming motorway cops with the officers. As they were being briefed about the situation, Ursula suddenly ran into traffic. So now they both... Well, no, Sabina already got hit.
Oh, yeah. But they both ran into traffic.
Yeah.
So, what you think? You think they were on drugs, or what do you think? At this stage, if you're listening to the story and at this stage of the story.
I would think they were on drugs. If this were my first time hearing about it, I would think drugs.
Yeah. So I did watch the video. I don't know. Maybe drugs. Maybe drugs is what I would think. They seem pretty out of it.
Yeah, they do, but I think it's mental, I believe.
Because I wouldn't have thought, unless I would have thought that Sabina maybe ran into traffic because Ursula, like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't think, oh, it's mental because they both ran into traffic.
Yeah.
I would be like, what? Are they on some sort of drug? That's intense.
Yeah, I think everybody's first thought would be drugs.
Ursula ran straight into the side of an oncoming truck. It was going about 56 miles per hour. You could see her shoes fly into the air as she was hit. Seconds later, Sabina ran onto the road and was hit by a Volkswagen Polo. This is the second time that Sabina was hit. Ursula's legs were crushed and Sabina was unconscious for about 15 minutes, yet they both survived. Man, chill out.
That is intense. After she got hit the first time, man.
I'd have been sober. If it was drugs, they would have knocked us over.
Exactly. And for her to get up and run back out there, like all of this is just intense. Like the video, did you see the video of them actually being hit?
Yes.
Okay. Should we try to link the video?
I can link it. I found it. I can link it. Watch at your own.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Good job. They should hire you from now on to do everything. To dub shows and everything. Just
After an air ambulance was called, Sabina started to regain consciousness and began clawing and spitting at the officer trying to help her. She screamed, "I recognize you. You're not real." So that's kind of what makes me think it's mental. Well, no, that could be drugs too. She then shouted, "They're going to steal your organs." Sabina rose to her feet and started screaming for help and asking for the police, even though they were already there. She punched an officer in the face and ran back into traffic.
Oh my God.
Emergency workers and members of the public caught up with her, restrained her, and carried her to the ambulance. The sisters were taken to the hospital. Ursula was admitted with fractured legs, but Sabina was uninjured and taken to the police station. How?
Hold up. Wasn't Sabina the one that ran into traffic like 5 times? It was 3 times.
Black folks always got to exaggerate stuff.
she ran into traffic at least 20 times, and then I swear I seen that she got hit by an 18. Well, I swear she got hit by an 18-wheeler. She just stood right back up.
Man, that's crazy though for her not to be injured.
That is because she did get hit by a car, so that is crazy.
So,
yeah. I have questions. I don't know what my questions are, but I have questions.
Same.
On May 19th, 2008, Sabina was released from court without a full psychiatric evaluation. She pled guilty to the charges of punching a police officer and trespassing on the highway. Okay. So they did not give her a psychiatric evaluation.
I don't know why they didn't, but they just let her go.
Okay. I'm also assuming that they didn't test her for any drugs either.
I don't think so. All I found was it just said she was released.
That's crazy. Like, why would you just let her go without giving her a psycho? Like, obviously, she ran into traffic 3 times.
Yeah.
Something
is off. Probably just don't care.
Maybe. I don't know what they're doing in London. So, this is London, right?
Yeah.
In London. Where Sweeney Todd was selling meat pies. I don't know.
What?
It's Sweeney Todd. You've never seen Sweeney Todd? Oh. Because that one song popped in my head that there's no place like London.
Oh my God.
So it's like anything can happen in a place where they was putting people in pies.
That's funny. Not the putting people in pies, but you know.
Sabina was sentenced to 1 day in custody, but because she spent a full night in the police station, she was deemed to have served her sentence. Leaving court, she was stranded in a city in England called Stoke-on-Trent. At approximately 7 p.m., 2 local men spotted Sabina while walking a dog. The dog belonged to Glenn Hollinshead, a 54-year-old former Royal Air Force airman. His friend was Peter Malloy.
Sabina asked them if there were any B&Bs nearby, and Glenn suggested that they go back to his house. Once they were at his house, they all started drinking, and Sabina began to act strange. She constantly got up to look out of the window. She offered the 2 men cigarettes before snatching them out of their mouths, claiming they might be poisoned. Just before midnight, Peter Malloy left and Sabina spent the night with Glenn.
I mean, in her defense, cigarettes, they are poison.
But she the one that gave it to him.
I know.
So this is where I'm like, okay, it has to be mental because this has been going on this is like what, day 2 or day 3?
Oh, yeah.
So this is where I'm like, this is mental.
Does she not care about her sister? Where's Ursula? She could have spent the night with her. Well, she was in jail. The next day, you should have gone
to the hospital
to see Ursula. Yeah.
I mean, I guess not.
I guess not. What about Ursula? Everybody's like,
Ursula just, well, I don't know. Like, because how bad was she hurt? I know they said her legs were fractured, but so she had to be there for a minute.
For at least 2 days. I'm going to say at least 2 to 3 days. Maybe. Especially if it was both legs.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
The following day at 7:40 p.m., Glenn made dinner and left to ask his neighbor for tea bags and went back inside. Less than a minute later, he staggered back outside, bleeding, and told his neighbor, "She stabbed me." He collapsed to the ground and quickly died from his injuries. As the neighbor dialed 999 for the police, Sabina fled the scene and was caught on nearby CCTV footage. That's CCTV, boy.
I know. And that kind of makes you wonder, where are these cameras?
Birds.
Oh, yes.
They in the birds. What was that? Strange Saturday or Myth Monday?
I think it was Strange Saturday. Yeah.
It was a Strange Saturday. Yeah, y'all better go on their webpage. It's a whole movement. We're going to join. I'm going to sign us up for the movement.
For what?
For the movement. For the bird movement.
I don't know.
Don't trust the bird movement.
Oh, okay. Sign me up. I was like, I got to make sure I'm.
I'm not you. I
what
ain't.
What that mean?
You sign up for the tinfoil hat society and something like that. I don't know.
I am a conspiracy theorist, but I'm not like that.
No,
I'm not extra like that. But yeah, because I was going to say, my coworker one time, she Googled where we worked. And you know how the Google images, it was a picture of her on the Google images.
Doing what?
Eating. I was like, how did they get that picture of you? I thought she was lying, and I Googled it myself, and she was right there.
That's funny. That's because they walk around and take pictures. That's funny, though.
Sabina ran out of the house with a hammer, occasionally hitting herself over the head with it. I was just gonna say, like, how? Like, was she just like tapping herself on the head with it? Because, like, if she's hitting herself, how are you still running?
How did she run into traffic 3 times and she got hit by a car? I don't know.
Because, like, that footage I didn't see. Because I don't think that footage was released.
Oh.
A passing motorist saw this and tackled her, attempting to take the hammer. While wrestling with him, Sabina took a piece of a roof tile out of her pocket and struck him in the back of his head, temporarily stunning him.
Where the hell you get some roof tile from? Where did it come from? Where are you about to?
I was just about to say, like, who walks around with that in their pockets? And did she get it, like, did it fall off of the roof? Did she go on the roof and get it and put it in her pocket? Why do you have this?
She saved it. Like, this might come in handy.
Oh my God.
I feel like, okay, I feel like I know the answer to this, but would you have stopped to help this woman? Like, if you were driving and you saw a woman on the side of the road or walking in your neighborhood and she's hitting herself.
You said you already know the answer to this.
Yeah, I feel like I already know the answer, but
on if I would stop?
Yes.
Honestly, no. But
okay.
Only because I don't want to get hit with the hammer. Because what if you don't know what she's doing. You see her hitting herself, she's not going to hesitate to hit you. I feel like, yeah, a man should have stopped her. If it was a woman, I would have called the police. Because the man can overpower her, but he wasn't expecting a roof tile, so.
If I was a man, I wouldn't have stopped. I just wouldn't stop in general because, like you said, you never know. And that could be like some sort of setup for something else. So I would have maybe pulled over or something and maybe called the cops.
Yeah.
And make sure they got there. But I definitely wouldn't have stopped.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. But kudos to him. By this time, the paramedics arrived and began chasing her. The chase ended at Huron Cross when Sabina jumped from a 40-foot bridge. She broke both ankles and fractured her skull. She survived and was taken to the hospital.
Sabina is not human.
That's not. What it is. She is like She-Hulk or something.
Yeah, She-Ra.
Because how do you survive all of that? She walked away from the first time. She walked away with nothing, and her sister is laid up in the hospital.
Yeah.
So, and she got hit 20 times. Well, not 20.
It was a lot. It was more than anyone should be hit.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
On June 6th, 2008, while recovering, she was arrested. She was discharged in a wheelchair on September 11th and taken into custody and charged with murder. The trial was scheduled to start on September 1st, 2009. Sabina pled guilty to manslaughter with diminished responsibility, having stabbed the victim 5 times with a kitchen knife.
Both the prosecution and the defense claimed that Sabina was insane at the time of the killing. The defense claimed that Sabina was a secondary sufferer of Folie à deux, a delusion or mental illness shared by 2 people. This was influenced by the presence or perceived presence of her twin sister, the primary sufferer.
Oh, okay. So they're saying Ursula was the one that started the delusion. Is that what they're trying to say? So she was like the root of the delusion.
But then that don't make sense because Sabina ran out there first, right?
I got nothing. Sure.
But then again, this could be the defense just trying to, come up with something. Because I don't know. This is confusing to me. Because she did run out there first. So she should be the primary sufferer.
Right. Or maybe Ursula convinced her to run out there because they were walking on the median first. And then,
That's true.
So yeah, maybe.
So you saying she hyped her up to run out there, and then
hyped
not
her up.
Like that.
Oh,
not,
okay. I was gonna say no, not like
not like
mom,
that.
bitch. We about to,
You know what I
you know
mean.
what we should do? Yeah, I knew what you meant. They also claimed that she had suffered from a rare psychiatric disorder that made her hear voices, but couldn't interpret what they said, as well as an alternative theory that she had suffered from acute polymorphic delusional disorder.
Sabina was sentenced to 5 years in prison and sent to Bronzefield Women's Prison, where she turned to Christianity. Since she had already spent 439 days in custody before sentencing, this left her first eligible for release in 2011. Ursula reportedly went back to the US shortly after the highway incident. After Sabina's release from prison, her whereabouts are unknown. That's scary.
Uh, yeah. I mean, hopefully the Christianity thing, because I mean, when anytime we, report a story, the Christianity thing seems to do the job. So hopefully
Oh, yeah, that's true.
she's given her life over to Christ and things are better now, hopefully.
Hope so, because that is intense.
Yeah.
And wait, how long? 5 years for murder?
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Oh, it was like diminished responsibility or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It was for ultimately for
Yeah.
manslaughter was what it was. Yeah, and then like you said, add that diminished responsibility. So, clearly there was something going on. So,
Yeah. But nothing was ever said about Ursula. So I'm assuming she just not went back to normal, but like nothing happened to her.
oh, like after she went to the US?
Yeah, because after she got released from the hospital, nothing else was ever said about her.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully she's still alive. Maybe because they're twins. Maybe they had the same mindset. Maybe she also gave her life over to the Lord
I hope
and
so.
is doing, I don't know.
That, and then not to be funny, but they look intense.
Yeah.
Like, I was looking at the mug, Sabina's mug shot. I was like, oh my God, that is an intense face.
And you know what? Where are their families? We should do a follow-up for this. No, I'm serious, because where are their
No, because
families?
like we didn't even think
We
about
didn't. I'm
that.
sorry,
Because
y'all.
Sabina, she's the one with the kids, right?
Believe so.
Yeah. So yeah, what happened to her kids?
Yeah, we are definitely gonna do a follow-up on them.
Yeah. I guess that is our final thoughts.
Yeah, Sabina got RBF. No, I'm just kidding. It's a bizarre story.
As do I.
Shut up.
No, I really do. I feel like I do.
Maybe.
But then that's just my face.
That's all, folks.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram at It's a Strange World Podcast, Twitter at Pod Strange World, and on Facebook and TikTok at It's a Strange World After All. Also, turn on those notifications for our Instagram posts so that you can keep up with our hashtag Myth Mondays and hashtag Strange Saturdays posts. So I was stressing out trying to get that post, the Myth Mondays, because I planned on doing it Sunday, but then I got frustrated because I couldn't find anything. I mean, there's a lot, but
Yeah, you just
some of that stuff
it.
I was looking at, I was like, oh, we can actually do like episodes on that. And so I just gave up and I was like, I'll do it when I get off work Monday, but then I got a migraine. So, and then I was like, oh, I was watching, because what I posted, I was watching a show about that at work. I was working. So I wasn't just watching TV at work. But
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I wouldn't care either way.
Yeah, but I was like, it just looks funny. The creature.
It looks like something from like Dr. Seuss, like from the 70s, like something from
Yeah.
a Dr. Seuss cartoon in the 70s is what it looks like.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was interesting for sure. Yes, we would love to hear from you. If there is anything in the world of strange or any true crime cases you would like for us to cover, let us know. Have you ever heard a strange bump in the night? Have you ever seen shadow figures moving about? Have you ever stumbled upon something unexplainable? We want to know about it, and with your permission, share it with our listeners. Again, you can email those submissions to itsastrangeworldafterall@gmail.com or DM us at any other social media platform D mentioned. Even if you just want to say, hey there, we'll be there as always.
Thank you for tuning into another episode of It's a Strange World After All.
And thank you, as always, for keeping it strange with us. Go listen to that Music Impulse episode. I think the title literally
Yes,
is...
please.
I think the title is It's a Strange World After All. It's a Strange World podcast. Easy to find on anywhere you listen to podcasts. So,
yeah. Thank
bye.
you. Bye.
Bye. Thanks. Bye.